Hey there, so today we have another review and different setting. I did not move. I'm actually in Tampa right now, so I don't have all the recording equipment, so bear with me. But just went to BarrieHaus. I actually got an Airbnb in Ybor. So I am like a 4-minute drive, something like literally like I could walk this straight down the road and get there in like 18 minutes. But picked up a few beers. Haven't really got a chance to hang out, but then again, it's cheaper to get beers to go. That's your spiel. That's a Tampa trip. A lot of beers to go, and do reviews for you guys. So, BarrieHaus, what you guys want? BarrieHaus is BarrieHaus, in my opinion, is one of the best breweries that I've been to in Tampa. Super underrated, lager-based brewery. Not popular in Florida, these lager-based breweries. And this is their Kellerbier. So, again, they're in Ybor, like outside the downtown. So. Did that years ago with Katie. Super fun. So I highly recommend if you guys want to go out nightlife wise, check out Ybor. But you also get to check out one of the best breweries in the state, in my opinion. Arguably the best in Tampa, if you want to be super picky. But Kellerbier. So what is Kellerbier? Kellerbier is translated from German cellar beer. So these are unfiltered lagers, naturally hazy, 4.7. Generally, it's like a hell less, or it could be amber. Could be JCP. Didn't study that too much because didn't really test on amber and pale Kellerbier, and there's probably updates on BJCP 2021, so I should look into that. But let's see this guy. So the beer is quote unquote naturally hazy, but it really has like a nice light chill haze to it. Looks a little bit like there's a little bit of haze to it. You can actually see like wow, this place is really well lit by this Airbnb. You see the little particulates, and I assume that's it's protein polyphenol haze being created. Just picked this one up literally like 10 minutes ago. So again, nice kind of just grainy malt character. Straight Pilsner malt, a little bit of that kind of traditional German hopping. It's a little bit of like it's just a little bit sweet and has a little bit of that like green tea note, a little bit of like grassiness. Smells like I'm Germany, right? Or at least smelling German beer. Wow. So surprisingly, the carb is not like for me, but that's fine. I mean, traditionally these Kellerbiers are served out of cask, like large cask, and they're gravity poured, like sort of like British cask beer. So you're literally just pouring it out of gravity. So definitely not going to have the carbonation that us Americans are used to. We're used to our lagers shooting over 2.5, which is the average of what your ales are at. 2.8, maybe 3, but. They've done a good job, maybe ideally mimicking that. What does it taste like? This is just well-constructed lager. It has that like lingering malt. I forget if they do. I mean, they do all the traditional processes, so I forget if they do decoction, but let's say it's likely. Yeah, let's say likely to very likely, from at least the conversation I had with one of the owners when I visited a year and a half ago. Doing decoction. So it has that full malt flavor that I get in the really great examples of American lager, American craft lager, right? We're talking about your beer shell lager houses, Suarez's, Hill Farm, blah, blah, blah. Just full, almost like when you're drinking barley tea, that kind of flavor. Wow, there's malt lingering. It's all that Pilsner kind of character, so it's like a little bit of whole wheat, but not all the way there. It has a little bit of this kind of artisanal bread thing. It's a little bit more, obviously, a lot more complexity than your plain old saltine cracker / Wonder Bread kind of thing. That process white bread thing. It's got a little bit more malt flavor. It's kind of nice sweetness to it too, but like it's not a sweet beer. It's obviously a dry beer. It's your dry German-inspired lager, but the pressure sweetness up front. I almost get this little bit of like, for sure, this grainy husky note that's really nice. A little bit of that white grape character they get from Pilsner, traditional smooth environment Pilsner malt. The hops jump in here a little bit quite nicely. Hold on, what would I guess this is? It doesn't seem to have the malt richness that like dominates for Munich Helles. And it's somewhat dry and bitter. So I guess this would have been a Pils. So it's like a hoppy Kellerbier. At least, I mean, they don't produce. You have to go to Germany to get the proper Keller beers. So it's like, yeah, hoppy Keller beer, slightly hoppy pills, right? Yeah. Stupid drinkable. Um, and then what I get on the hop side is just like lemongrass, a really nice kind of like tinge of citrusy herbal. That's what I get. So yeah, a little bit grassy, hint of this kind of like lemon peel coming in as well. Nice rounded bitterness that just pulls, like just cuts at the right place, playing with those really nice kind of sweet, big, bready for Pilsner kind of malt. I mean, that is just, again, the cola here is not just crisp and drinkable, you know. Yeah, the really nice thing is that, like, along with that bitterness, the sweetness of the malt just like sits at a really nice place. It's a nice contrast of sweetness of malts and the hops coming in, and this is all under a little package of a beer at 4.7. I don't really taste the sharpness of the water that really dictates German Pilsner sometimes. So it has a little bit of that character, not too sharp, and clean fermentation profile. I mean, this is just that is freaking delicious. Wow, and this is being produced in Florida. You guys are missing out. If you guys don't know about this brewery, check it out. BarrieHaus in Tampa. You know, people are searching for Cigar City. Hell, I just went to Cigar City. I didn't even get a stop at Angry Share this time, and there's a lot of other breweries. People talk about the new guys, Woven Water, Magnanimous, blah blah blah. BarrieHaus, where it's at. This guy for me gets a solid 95. I mean, that is just world class, delicious American crafted lager. What else can I say? Until next time, guys. Cheers. BarrieHaus. Check them out. Kellerbier. Better.